Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's get ourselves started here, because we can let the city mijote, simmer while we have some chit chats. We're gonna be playing on the Seven Lakes map here that I found that seems absolutely lovely. Oh, we need a name for the city. You guys start thinking right now for the name of the city. The Seven Lakes map is really lovely because it's seven lakes, separate lakes. Building around these lakes is gonna be nice. Lots of forest. I want to make like sort of a quaint sort of farming communities kind of setup with a lot of sort of places sort of spread out. And then I want to use blimps to connect all these little cities and things like that. But Seven Lakes has only one road connection. Yep, and it has no. Well, it says it's got a ship connection. I don't know where the ship connection is. It's certainly nowhere near where you start. But this is gonna be fine. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be great. Was my flight experience better than the past? Yeah, it was. Mostly probably because I flew back on WestJet, and I was lucky enough to have like a whole bank of seats empty for myself, so it was really comfortable. 7 Quills, Quillage like Carthage, Stellara, Lakeland, Amsterdam. So much water. Damsterdam. Antipetra. Too much water. Water Brussels. The blimps won't work too little capacity. I have noticed they're pretty slow and don't have huge capacity, but they're cool! Blimps are awesome, so we're gonna do it. It's a rigid airship. City of Blimps, 7 something cities. Flood Town. Blimpville, Riverland, Paper Dan. Oh, should we name it? What was that legendary game that we made? Luftwaffel? Should it be that? Should it be the Luftwaffel town? Luftwaffel? Something like that, maybe? Castan, Blimpsadilo, Waterland, Dampville. Dampville's kind of funny, actually. It's just, the whole thing is just full of lakes and things. Oh, people are digging this? Luftwaffel. Alright, people are good on Luftwaffel, so we're going to go with that. I mean, we can always rename it later on. So we're going to go ahead and get that started. I've got disasters turned on. I've got, I think that's it. There's a mod list if you do ! mods. I don't have anything that radically changes the game. I just have everything's unlocked all the time. Or no, sorry, not everything's unlocked all the time. I have all 25 tiles are purchasable. But I do not have the option that everything is unlocked from the start. So we're going to start with, like, very little. We're going to have to get some populations before we can start assigning some things. You have blimps and disasters turned on. What could possibly go wrong? Absolutely. Oh, the humanity! Transit disasters? Woo! We got Tipsplosion from Wolfhound Lewis. Hey, Wolfhound! Thanks so much, Quill, for the hours of entertainment. Here's my contribution to let you keep doing what you love to do and continue producing the content we love. Well, thank you very much, the Wolfhound. That was very nice. I appreciate it. Quill fresh off his PDX Cities victory. Yeah, so one of the live streams I did at PDXCon was a city building competition for City Skylines. And while everyone else was actually being, like, cool and having fun, I went into, like, full try-hard mode. It was like, square grids everywhere, just max population, go, go, go. Yeah. So, check out this map! It's gorgeous! Now, we can't... So, 7 lakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 lakes, definitely in there. And it looks like the one to the southeast over here probably is the thing that's got the connection to the rest of the world over there. So, if we want to do shipping... that'll be something that will be kind of useful over there. But what a lovely map! I mean, relatively flat. Sure, but like trees everywhere and interesting sort of paths for our roads to take. I suspect this is probably going to be a poop lake because we need to put it somewhere, and I think it's going to be here. The nice thing about it, there's no river, so we can't use any dams for power, but we don't have to worry about poop flowing the wrong way around. Gamer Dad Joe sent in a tip to say Emergency Disaster Recovery Fund. Excellent. I don't know if this is a free map. I think it's part of the DLC, so probably you need the DLC to play this. So what I'm thinking. Oh, it doesn't have. Wait, where's the outside connection? Maybe it's up there. Is there a way to, like, check? Because it says it's got a ship connection, but I don't know. Anyway, when I thought it was here, I was going to say something like, we can plan to keep our industry over here, and then we can get shipping in and out of it, but apparently not. Outside connection is up top. Okay, so it must be over there in kind of the foggy distance. So I don't think that's going to affect our building at this point. I know it's the 7 lakes, but, I mean, even lakes have, like, river connections and stuff. Note that the rail is over here, too. So it runs this way over here, so we can eventually get to the rail. But we won't have any of that to start off with. So what I want is, I want something that's, like, feels like a logging industry and cottage country. I'm sure we'll have, like, slightly more metropolitan centers, but that's how I want to start, sort of low density, you know, cottages around the lakeside, and then a lumber industry that's a little bit separate, so that it's not too ugly and ruins things. And then probably what we'll do as the industry here grows is, I think what I'll do is a more high density residential area over here, sort of on its own. You know, it'll be the city, more like the town, as opposed to the village over here. I kind of want to feel like things are separated, and then yeah, set up like blimps or maybe train connections or something like that, and really avoid a lot of the sprawl that you sometimes get. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to get the population high enough to unlock the ability to buy enough tiles to spread and be low density the way we want. Hey, the Aider! Thank you very much. Cool, it's cool meeting you at PDXCon. We'll have to play Gwent sometimes. Oh, yeah. So I can stop feeling guilty about the game of Condottiere. Hey, yes! Remember to try Valiant Heart. Played some card games at PDXCon. Like, there's a bunch of tabletop games set up. I just played some of the card games. Some great one. Alright. So, the most difficult thing is, where do you start? Where do you lay down the initial roads? Well, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'll probably collect the water here, and I'll dump the poop over here, right? So let's, I mean, I can't do anything until I put down an road, so we're going to put down a road. But I'm thinking, like, although that means this becomes not good for cottages, right? You know what? Maybe we'll dump the poop water into this lake here then, to be a little bit more out of the way. And then these lakes stay nice, and we can have a bunch of homes maybe all along the edge over here. Yeah, industry around Poop Lake. I mean, the rail's over here, so having the industry over here a little closer to the rail, I mean, this highway will make it a little tough, but we can sneak the rail, I think, right in there. Or we could bridge across or something like that. So yeah, maybe industry over here. Oh, the other thing, I had checked out the map before a little bit. Wind power, unless you put the advanced wind turbines in the lakes, there's basically no wind power. So we will have to start with coal. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go and start off like a road connection just kind of off this way. I mean, we're going to figure out something else later on for these bad boys. Or I could set up the dummy road here, and on the other side, it's just going to be a 2-lane road for now, and that'll be upgraded to one-way highways, or we could plan on merging it into a single, like, 6-lane something. But I mean, we don't want it to feel big. That's the thing. All right, let me start off over here. If we're going to assume there's going to be some cottagey kind of things here, let's use, like, the curvy tool here and build a road that maybe sort of follows the contour of these waterways for our homes. Let's start with that. Okay, we can be a little closer. I don't want to be right on because it's a little funny. Yeah, see, something like this. Now, I don't want to loop. I don't want to loop at the end here. I want these to feel like 2 distinct little areas. So these are sort of going to be like nice country housing. They may or may not get a lot of land value, depending on how much they're getting from the coast, and maybe we'll put some parks or something. But something like that kind of thing to start. And I guess we could probably fit another one down here. Is that what I want? I'm trying to imagine what it's going to look like once all the buildings are in. I want to avoid too many straights here. But I don't want to go like crazy curvy. Although some of that here wouldn't be bad. Like some S's. There we go. Maybe something a little bit more like this. Zeke would love this. Gotta have the bendy roads, right? Something like that. We can have maybe a little commercial area that's kind of down here. This could be sort of like the main street. That could probably be a little straighter too. So if we had something, sort of a squarish shape for downtown, I want to make sure to leave a gap so you get some nice greenery in between things. Alright, so the whole thing's sort of a bit on an angle. I'm going to try to avoid griditis. You know what I mean? Alright, so sort of a downtown area and a bit of a lumber area over here, which I think I would love to do with just like gravel roads over here and not straight. Obviously, it won't be super high density, but you know, I want to feel like these were paths that sort of like naturally developed through some of the wooded areas over here. And I mean, it's not going to be very good for the flow of these big trucks. I mean, none of this is going to be convenient to expand later on, right? But that's okay. Maybe I don't want to expand it. So this is sort of an initial lumber area. And then we'll make a road, and we're going to try to avoid putting too many things or anythings potentially on this initial road, because this is going to have to be an area that does get upgraded a little bit and sort of connects all these things. For now, just to get us bootstrapped, I'm going to do that. I'm going to connect you to that and that. Get things kicked off. Let's do some initial zoning here. Now, I guess I'm going to start off with zoning the residential areas, actually, of which it's mostly going to be, I guess, mostly that. Something like that. I love that we can name all the roads now. It's awesome. Alright, something like this. I don't want to put down the industrial, because you unlock the ability to do district stuff really fast for logging and farming. And I really don't want this area to start getting polluted too quickly. On the other hand, we will have a coal power plant. That's how we're going to have to power things. So where do we want that? I mean, in the middle of the woody area? I don't know if I don't think the lumber industry is affected by pollution or anything like that, or bothered by noise pollution or anything of the sort. So maybe we'll go ahead and put a coal power plant in the middle of all this. We can always move it later. That's what's nice about that. It's hard to move garbage dumps and graveyards, but everything else is really easy to move. They're only hard to move because you have to empty them first. So we're going to grab water from Clean Lake over here. We can name our lakes probably. And we're going to dump water into Poopy Lake over here. That's what we're going to do. And we'll probably try to do some water filtering later on, but even then it's not like perfect. And let's run you out over here for some water. How's our money? It's getting a little lower, but it's not too bad yet. And obviously there's going to have to be a lot of power connections. And I've talked about in the past, I don't really like the power cables, although I think in this particular setting it sort of makes a little bit more sense. Don't snap. I don't know what you're trying to snap to. Just don't do it. No dumping in the lake. Clean Lake and Poop Lake. Oh, and we have to run some power out to there. Of course we do. Okay. You're running. Houses are coming in. Good. Actually, we don't need this, because that's being reached over here. Water complaints, though. You get 500 people unlock the first milestone? I don't remember. Industry doesn't like pollution of any kind. They just hate it less than other zones. Going way away from everything is more realistic. Okay, well, yeah, I can move it. Tell you what, for now, what I'm going to do. Relocating is free, right? Oh, it's not free. Hold on. Let's hold off on that. But I could put it near the highway entrance or something. We'll see how it goes. 400, 750. No one can agree in chat. Excellent. We're still getting pop, which is nice. They're complaining about a lack of work. Alright, maybe I'll zone this industrial for now. You know what? This could maybe be just like a dirty industry to start off with. I don't know. We'll do a wee bit of zoning to get some initial jobs in here, and then we'll see how we feel. $749.99. Losing money right now, but people are coming into the city. Vroom. Can we do budget adjustments right now? Yeah, we can. Good. Cut the power budget in half. Water budget in half. We do not need this much that. Changing the road budget doesn't make a difference at this point because it's just road maintenance that cares about that. We need to run some power down to over here. Get that started. Click, 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 click. Have water. Poof. Excellent. You guys will have to remind me to turn on the... What? Okay, that was weird. Why was the sewage backing up? That was very strange. Good so far. Da, 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 da. Yes, I do have the new DLC. So the transportation stuff is available to us. Population keeps coming in. We've got lots of stuff zoned. Probably need some extra workspaces. Let's go in there and figure that out. It's a bit of a drive, but that's the idea. Again, these roads, I'm not sure what we're going to do with them. This is the feel I'm looking for, though, definitely. You know, people live over here, they work over here, they shop over here. Feels good. Green icon on the left showing you milestones. Oh, down here. Well, that's lovely. Little Hamlet has kicked in. Taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, education. Okay, so still no... and we can go here. Districts. So you get districts at 750. Okay. Thank you. So the garbage dump. Where's the town dump? It's definitely not going to be close to anything. I think what I'm going to do, and even though the gravel roads are terrible, they're terrible, we're going to stick with them because thematically it makes sense. I think this makes sense for where the town dump might be. Not too far from the industrial area, but not, you know, right in the middle. You know, no one likes them. It's all terrible. Do we want to drop healthcare right now? I think we're going to have to. So, I think maybe right at this corner. I mean, in a sense, it should almost be in the city center, but this is better for the residential stuff. And I mean, it sort of makes sense. We've got a neighborhood little health clinic nearby, so that'll make people happy. And we'll set up a school, I think, right in here, if we can get it to... Curved roads, man, they're a pain in the ass. Right here. It's not going to have any power right now. It will connect at some point, though. As the houses come in. People are still moving in, so these houses will get distributed too. Power is insufficient. Really? Alright, well, that happened quick. I mean, we can probably tune our power to different things. Alright, let's just bring up the water now. I mean, we're getting some tax dollars, so... We are making money. We've got zero money! Well, not literally zero, but pretty damn close. But we are actually, I was going to say turning a profit, but we're not. Right, because now the taxes have changed. Oh, taxes, taxes, taxes. 11's pretty safe, right? I think you can do 12, but it does slow things down a little bit. People are still moving in. We'll get... Our money situation is going to be fine in just a minute here. The problem with buildings spread out like this is you do spend a lot more on your roads initially. And your power cables and your piping. So you do tend to run a slight deficit, but there we go. Making the cash. Tax and spend, man. That's my entire government plan. So we need a few more of these buildings to pop. We don't have any park stuff yet. Otherwise, I'd put one here and connect it up. But as soon as a few more people move in, this will all connect up with power. So it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's looking lovely already. Demand is currently okay. They don't need any more zoning. They just need to have more people arrive. Come on, houses. You can do it. Get in there. Get it. You're so close. You're so close. Just one more house right over there. Come on. Come to Quilly. Come to Quilly. You can do it. The place complaining about water over there? No, water's fine. So this road is going to be, like, crazy busy here. Yay! We're a worthy village! Alright, so we can purchase a new area, but districts is the important part. And more loans, but I think we can make do without. However, we will have to put down emergency services, and the police department. Otherwise, we're going to have ourselves a real bad time real soon here, especially with disasters turned on. So I'm going to replace this area is going to become logging oriented. So slightly increased electricity consumption, slightly increased tax income, requires natural resource forest, but I mean, we've got forest all over. Actually, we should take a look at our natural resources here. Do we have anything? We've got... Is that oil over there? No, it's ore. Ore. You got a little bit more ore here and there. It's hard to like see everything because you can't go outside of your purchased areas. But not a ton. No farming as far as I can tell. That's okay. Lumbering will be the thing to do. That's all right. Okay. Well, now that I've got the zone, we are going to zone a bunch more lumbering here. Just fill this up. There we go. Lots of jobs. People are still moving to town. Everything is good. Is that actually not forest? Well, I mean, the forest, like, is fine. It sort of just develops its own, right? Or something. I mean, so this place makes wood. This place is... oh, we need water. This place makes planks and things like that. So, like, I think that just grows its own trees. And it's, like, fully renewable forever. You know, barring a forest fire. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. Seriously, though, I need to get down some emergency services. I think I'm going to put the fire station in sort of the middle of town here. Right here. And then I don't have the money for cops, but that's okay. There's so many trees here, we're going to get a horrible forest fire that kills everyone. Yeah, we'll have to do some, like... We'll have to, like, poll chat and things like that later on to, like a city council to determine expansion plans. I can make a little cul-de-sac road over here. It might actually look okay. I mean, it would look particularly right if... I don't know if we've got the room for it, but could we make, like, a full little circle here? I mean, I suppose I can make a really little circle. What the... More of an oval than anything, but that's alright. And then what I think is... something like that. It will, like, smash up all those little territory, which is too bad, but... But that's nice! Actually, maybe I'll de-zone the middle. There we go. I like that. We got a couple of tips in. We got one from iPlayer, which says, I just resubbed after about 2 years because I don't get to watch very often, but you definitely deserve it. For your work and dedication, keep on making great content. Well, thank you very much, iPlayer. Really appreciate the support. That's fantastic. Thank you. A lowercase row. Hey! Truth, justice, freedom, reasonably priced love, and a hard-boiled egg. Happy glorious 25th, Quill. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Thank you, Ro. Cheers. Wolfhead. Here you go. Love to watch you play. I couldn't make it last time you were in Denmark. My daughter decided to be born 2 weeks earlier than planned. Maybe you come around Denmark again. Cheers. I would love to. I had a great time last year in Copenhagen for... we were there for a week and a half, something like that. We had a ball. It was great stuff. Landed in Copenhagen. Oh, we got crime. Oh no. We landed in Copenhagen on my way to Sweden this time, but I was able to have a hot dog and a Kokio, which is a must when you travel through there, in my opinion. Let's go and put you right over here, Mr. Cop Station, right across from that criminal. And apparently we are missing some water in here. Okay. Power, good. Water, way more than good. Excellent.